drop that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev.
Boss.
And Dizzle.
Uh-oh. You can't make that shit up.
The inside. Real deal. Straight up.
Are you crazy?
Hottest stories.
I got the 360s popping.
This is ludicrous. The big boss.
Got the waves going. I see the waves.
Sports.
Hanging on.
What's popping in the D-Block.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and Dizzle.
You Can't Make This Up podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
Episode
459, baby.
We got a lot to get into. It's a Tuesday night in the city. Shouts out to everybody watching on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Where else we at, Dizzle?
Those are the major platforms. You know, we sometimes be on TikTok.
Okay. Shouts out to people that do check us out on TikTok. Shouts out to Spotify. Shouts out to Apple Music. Shouts out to everybody always tapping in. I got inundated. I'm sure y'all did too. Yesterday, probably around 7 o'clock, people started hitting me up like, where the hell is the pod? Where the hell is the pod? It's so much that happened last week. We got to hear your thoughts on it. This is messing up my routine on my gym. This is messing up on my 2-hour commute to work. I'm like, damn, you really drive 2 hours to work to and from? That's crazy. They must be paying your ass very well. So we got to give the people what they want. We got to give the people what they need.
Yes.
But first, we got to check in with the squad. Fellas, how was the week?
I'll go first, man. Real chill. Not much going on, man. Wrapping up the year on a DJ gigs. Don't got too many other gigs set for the rest of the year. I think I got one more in November. But had a wedding reception over the weekend in Kettering. Super dope vibes. It wasn't the ceremony. I guess they had got married last year. So this was just a party. You know, this was 5 straight hours, no interruptions, literally just a turn up, no announcements, no speeches, nothing, just all music, all turn up, open bar. Wife ended up coming with me. She only comes to certain gigs, so it's always good to have her there just to field the requests from people walking up trying to talk to me.
Clutch.
Yeah. Also, she was there to get your boy some drinks, get some plates. Like she was
Breach.
So yeah, it was a good turnout. Always a good turnout when you can give out business cards, get a review after, get a good 5-star review after. Other than that, working on another real estate deal, man. It's been real quiet for your boy in the real estate game, but had somebody that I helped get into a home last year. They're looking for me to sell their other home that they just been sitting on. So glad to get that popping. Always in need of some money, so happy to get that ball rolling. Other than that, just been real chill. I ain't had a weekend off where I could just sit around and do nothing in a while, but blessed to be busy, man.
Hell yeah.
For sure. I got a quick question about, the real estate game right now with everything going on with the government. And then obviously, us living in a military town, so many people work at the Air Force Base and, people are furloughed right now. How's that affecting business?
Honestly, it's been slow for me even before the shutdown. So I can't say that it's changed for me. The shutdown is definitely, you can feel it. Just folks, they're not out and about spending money left and right. We just got the news that there's not gonna be any food assistance getting distributed next month. So folks is really spending their money wisely. But yeah, I don't think that the folks that I've been working with, they're not military folks, so they're still thankfully employed and got their jobs, and we'll see, because I'm about to put a house on the market. I haven't sold a house in a couple of years. I'm usually dealing with the buyers, so this time I'll be able to kind of see how the market is in terms of selling, seeing if folks are still 10,000, 15,000 over the asking price, which is what I'm hoping, but we'll see.
For sure.
Keep me updated, Dizzle. Keep me updated. Keep me updated. Now that's what's up. I'll go. Let's see what I do. Kind of similar to Dizzle. I had a DJ gig over the weekend. 5 hours of music as well. This is the Johnston Manor out of New Carlisle. I've done a couple of weddings there. The owner I used to work with in the same department at the VA, so we got real close, tight friends. He a Michigan fan, I'm a Buckeye, so we hit it nail to the head right away. But that's my guy, and I did their Halloween party 2023. They had a band 2024, brought me back this year. This year we did this last year too, but this is everybody gets drunk because it's the same thing, open bar, good vibes. They usually do like a nonprofit fundraiser. This year it was for Toys for Tots. They raised a little over $1,000 to donate to Toys for Tots, so that's super dope for them. But everybody gets drunk and they want to start doing karaoke. I'm not a karaoke DJ, but I got technology where I can instrumental shit, or I can, I can make it to where you can sing and we can get it popping. So last hour and a half turned into that. Got tipped very well. Got tipped by the actual people that paid me, and some of the patrons was coming up like, "Do you take tips?" So that's always a good sign when you
we do.
When people want to tip you, and the people that's paying you give you a little extra, like we really appreciate you. So that was super dope. Other than that, man, just life been lifing. Oldest is getting accepted to the colleges and shit. We getting mail, she got accepted to Cleveland State.
Hey,
we got accepted to Bluffton. They offered her a scholarship as well. So
looks like she's going to Bluffton.
So far, Bluffton in the league, but she visited.
What's the word on Bluffton? What's Bluffton about? I ain't never even heard of the Bluffton.
Scholarship.
I know. Okay. I know it's a school in Ohio.
Okay.
I know the program that she wants to do. I don't think, because she wants to do nursing and kind of music, so she's kind of in between the both. So trying to get accepted for nursing, but she really liked her visit to Miami of Ohio this past week. She got to go out there. She visited Bowling Green, so it's happening for her. She's spreading her wings and taking that next step. So I'm proud of her. She walked in, so she's taking all this love right now. She's standing right here, so she accepted all this love. But it was a good week, man. Good week in the household.
That's what's up, bro. As for me, man, life be lifing like an MF, as everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's immune to it, but we gonna make it. Had to get a good pep talk from the wife. I was, kind of in one of my moods or whatever, and she slapped me out of it, as she's prone to do. Just one of them things, like, listening to y'all and being RDP and OPZ. Y'all brothers is able to, finesse the game to work the full-time job and also have a part-time gig on the side to keep some money coming in. And, I'd be like, man, I need to do this. I need to do that to get some more income coming in. And she just looked at me like, your full-time job is your part-time job. like you work remotes on the weekends, and that is the part-time job, all roped up in one. So I had to realize, like, she's right, per usual, about that type of situation. And then I took a look at my calendar. So I forget what week we're in this year, but I out of 12 weekends, like, I've been off, like, on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like, after 5 o'clock on a Friday, I'm off until Monday. I've been off 12 the entire year so far, and out of those 12, I scheduled to be off 5 of them. So it's just like, damn, nigga, I really, all I do is fucking work.
So yeah, so the station is tough to really scale it. How many hours a week would you say that you work?
All of them. All of them.
Because it don't seem like it's not a regular 9 to 5. You're always on call. Weekends, You're pretty much working all the time.
Yes.
Do you know how many hours you be putting in?
I don't. So I can't sit here and act like I don't have, like, flexibility. You know what I'm saying? I do have the ability to, work from home and stuff like that. I'm just a person that I feel like I can't work effectively at home. I feel like I need to be in the mix. And also, like, a lot of the stuff that we do or I do is in the studio. So like, why would I do a show half-ass and it's gonna sound okay where it can sound its best in a real studio? So that's part of the reason I always go to work. But as far as hours are concerned, like, I couldn't even put a number on it, man. I mean, you're right. Like, this is also roping into what the wife was talking about. Like, hey, as soon as you wake up, you're checking your work email, you're checking to see what happened. I was like, well, that's kind of like part of the gig. It's like it's a 24-hour job. It's like, well, are you paid 24 hours a day? It's like, you're not a lawyer or a doctor. It's like, you kind of should check it when you get to it, or when you punch the clock. Like, you're getting paid for working 40 hours a week. So trying to give that give and take of, all right, yes, give my all to my career, but also like, hey man, have a cutoff time for, like, all right, nigga, close the computer, shut down the email, let's focus on this TV show, or hey, go to the gym, go for a walk, be disconnected from work. So
family
it's
time.
kind of one of those. Yeah, for sure. And much like y'all, you know what I'm saying, the wife with y'all come to DJ gigs and turn that into a date night. We too turn a lot of my work events into date nights and stuff like that. But it's just like, I'm sure everybody's been there. You get into a mood at work and you just be like, ugh, I want to go work at a factory job where I can just punch in and punch out and just not have to deal with all the rigmarole and shit like that. But it's like a give and take, bro. A lot of give and take. But like I said, life be lifing, but we gon' make it.
Yes, sir. Before we hop into the subjects,
yes, sir,
I left out something that's so crucial that I must share with the You Can't Make This Up podcast family. I got recognized at this party I did Saturday, not as Kevin from Trotwood, not as Killer Kid that's been DJing everybody in my age brackets, 20s and 30s. I got recognized as DJ Killer Kid from the You Can't Make This Up podcast.
Hey,
that's I want to say his name is Daryl. He comments on our pod a lot. He's in the video game group with y'all. Him and his girl was at the party, and he saw me and made the face like, I know you. And I'm like, I don't know you, but what's up? And he walks over and introduced himself like, I watch your podcast. And I'm like, dope. So I finally got the podcast love I've been looking for. I appreciate him.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I got to meet him and his girl. That was dope. So
yeah. Watch out, boys, because episode 500 is on the way. Big things planned for episode 500. Merch on the way, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that another day. So, all right, man. I don't even know where we want to start, man. It's just so much that we could talk about, but let's start with the bullshit. Let's start with the sports. Killer, the floor is yours. What's popping in the world of sports?
So we're gonna start with NBA talk. The NBA will return to painting the Larry O'Brien Trophy at center court and final script logo on the home team's floor for the finals. Starting this season, the last time this happened, the last time the large trophy was painted on court was 2009. So I honestly don't say I remember that like that, but that has to be a thing. That had for it to be new. So remind me of those days.
This is Kobe versus Celtics era. Okay. This is Tim Duncan era on the back end. The big ass logo taking up with the NBA court 94 feet. So it's taking about 60 of those feet. And it was a time, man. It was a time. Like it made it different. It was almost like
yeah. Turn up is real.
It just made the NBA Finals look special. It made it look different from a regular season game. Kind of like how the NFL has, their special look for the Super Bowl. So I'm here for this 100%.
Yeah. And we not gonna mention. Let's just go ahead and mention that BS that they did last year, putting the digital little bitty trophy on the little hash marks. That was trash.
That was trash.
Yeah, you only saw that if you was watching on TV. You didn't see that if you was in the arena because that was all digital.
Garbage.
And then when I fast forward my TV, the little trophy logo would be the little fast forward thing on the screen. I was like, what is happening? We gotta talk about the biggest news in the NBA this week or this past week. The FBI came a knocking on the NBA's doors, and boy, does it sound like this is just the tip of the iceberg. We can start out by saying active player for the Miami Heat, Terry Rozier, arrested by the FBI for illegal gambling. Also on the same day, active head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, Finals MVP Chauncey Billups, arrested on illegal poker operation tied to the mafia. And also on the same day, former Miami Heat sharpshooter Damon Jones charged in an illegal gambling case. The NBA trying to act like they had zero knowledge of the arrest. I did see Kamish talking on the sideline in the tunnel about it. What's y'all initial thoughts on, they also said up to 30 former players and people associated with the NBA are on this list. What's going on, fellas? Tell me what you're thinking.
This is all just my personal thoughts. Let me start by saying this is all
disclaimers is big in 2025.
Right, allegedly, but personally, them niggas guilty. Guilty. They don't. The internet got everything, man. They showed all these. They showing the clips. They're showing the games where they allegedly throw the game. There's games where the Trailblazers are in a tough matchup, going down to the wire, and then Chauncey just pulls his two best players out of the game. They're going on a run. They call a timeout, and he pulls them out of the game.
Y'all they end up money losing. Up. Sit your asses down.
They showing Terry Rozier's game where he's faking the ankle injury. He's turning the ball over. It just don't look like he lost his powers like on Space Jam. Like he looking like he throwing the game. And as somebody who watches a lot of NBA, it be looking like niggas be throwing games. What are y'all doing? Mm-hmm. And I'm saying, like, we've talked about just how much the NBA, NFL as well, promotes gambling, how it's part of the game now. They make it so easy to do it. Michael Porter Jr. has talked about how easy it is to just break a couple shots here, have an ankle injury. They got 82 games, so if you do it a couple games, are they really going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy to do it. Niggas be addicted to gambling. Niggas be trying to put on their friends, their family, and I do not put it past anybody to be dumb. This is what it boils down to.
Yeah. Kev, your thoughts?
For me, first off, I don't know none of these niggas. And I always say that when shit like this come out, because obviously Chauncey Billups is the guy that kind of like was spearheading the Detroit Pistons, helped get the Denver Nuggets to the Western Conference Finals and kind of like guide Melo and to make him into a better player and stuff like that. So he was a stand-up guy. We think.
Right.
We don't know these niggas. We don't know these people, man. We don't know the entertainers that are in movies. We don't know any of these athletes. That being said, gambling is an addiction, just like a drug addiction, because there's no reason that a person like Chauncey Billups, who's made multi-millions of dollars, should be gambling like this, this.
Yeah.
It's because he has an addiction. There's no reason why Terry Rozier should be hyped that he won $20,000. $20,000, whoop-de-doo. You make that a game, bro. It's not about the money. It's about the thrill and the excitement of doing something wrong and getting over on the system. They have an addiction. They have a problem. That being said, goes back to what Dizzle was talking about. Like, all of these leagues are in bed with sports betting because they believe that the mighty dollar is more important than anything else. Well, you know what? The integrity of the game is in jeopardy, not only in the NBA, but also baseball. Baseball has dealt with this years ago with, you know what I'm saying, the White Sox back in the days.
Otani's person. Otani.
Yeah,
that was what, last year?
Two of his people.
Yeah. So, like, when you lose, when us, the common fan, not even us, we're hardcore sports fans. When the common fan that only taps in for, the big events, like, they only tap in for the NBA on Christmas Day, or tap in for the finals and stuff like that, or only tap in for the NFL playoffs or college football in the playoff and stuff like that. When they check out, when they believe like it's rigged and guys aren't trying and stuff like that, that's when you start to lose viewership, and that's when you start to lose the trust. So the integrity of the game is in jeopardy. And also, we would be fools. We would be bona fide fools to think that, like, oh man, it's only the coaches, it's only the players. You know who's next up, right? The most powerful people in sports, the referees. Like, we will be fools to believe that all these referees that referee these games aren't roped into something. Maybe not with the mob, for God's sakes, but hey, man, making certain calls go certain way for their buddies. Just check out the stats, man. Check out the stats about how many people are addicted to gambling. You take that number and then you see how many people are in the NBA. All right, that means, all right, if there's, I don't know, 500 people in the NBA, that means 150 of them have a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the stats say. So we will be fools if we didn't think this was going on, and it's going to happen more and more. It's going to continue to go on.
Yeah. I'm with both. Oh, go ahead, Dizzle.
No, I was about to say the Chauncey Billups case is crazy, man. They started showing some of the details on the rigged poker games. They were saying that there was X-ray tables, see-through glasses, so they could see the marked cards. People started coming out on Twitter. I saw saying, "Hey, I've been to some of these games. They got me out of $2 million," and you know.
Yeah, you got a problem if you out here gambling 2 M's, bro.
And then the mafia come rough you up at your home if you wasn't getting the bread right. Like, it was with the mafia involved. The mafia is involved with everything we just said: sports gambling, the NBA. The mafia still been the mafia. We wouldn't talk about it if they wasn't.
Sure, facts.
I agree with both of y'all, though. I really agree with the how bad the or how much is promoted in the NBA, the gambling. You got to think. A lot of these players grew up on said favorite basketball player. Most would say it was Michael Jordan. We've seen the docs, the gambling on the private jets, like the lifestyle that these guys have admired and wanted to be in. It ain't just on the basketball court; it's the life, and like some of that life come with the gambling. Cats doing. Lou Will telling stories. He got bet 10,000 to slap coach in the back of the head on some. Never drunk beers before and shot the gun like 2 beers on the plane. So the atmosphere of throwing around big money, gambling, that's always been the NBA thing. I think with the FBI being involved, you've heard the comments that people say this could be a political reach on, getting back at the NBA and WNBA being next on, turning against, president. And that could be an opinion. I don't necessarily have one with that, but I feel like for them to be involved as long as they've been involved, for the NBA to do their own investigation and find nothing or not find nothing worth punishing, and then it gets to this, it's deeper than rap. So
for sure. But the only thing is the NBA, they can only investigate what they got.
Correct.
The feds have subpoena power.
Correct.
The feds can be like, hey, you gonna give over that phone or else. NBA be like, give over the phone or else. Or else what, nigga?
Right.
That's what the feds go, hey, you gonna do this or clank clank. Oh,
exactly.
Like they got subpoena power. They have the power that the NBA does not have, or any sports leagues, not just the NBA, because we will be fools to think like, oh, this is only happening in basketball. It's happening in all of sports.
Everywhere.
Every level of sports.
Everywhere.
Anywhere you can make some money, Cass is doing it.
So I believe they talking too. Ain't nobody holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
These ain't no street dudes. These are basketball players. I know the homie Terry Roziers from the 330 went to school in Cleveland. Trust me, he gonna sing like a songbird, bro. He's not gonna go do no time. He telling.
I got a strong feeling this is gonna be our next Diddy update that we keep up with week by week, because the news that's going to come out, if it's 30 set players, and if that's true, the talking that's about to happen is going to be for real. So more to come on that.
It's a couple others. I done seen clips. Let's talk about it. What, Gary Payton II? I know y'all seen the clip of him on the bench. Yeah. They up by whatever, and the other team hit a couple of free throws, and this nigga face is crazy. Like, y'all just won the game. What's the issue? But the other team covered the spread. Like
that under.
It's a couple of those clips of him, man. So again, all of this is alleged. We don't know what's situation. These are our thoughts, but we're gonna see some more, man. Like you said, more to come.
For sure. We also got to get into our annual NFL talk, Week 8 action. Packers and Steelers played. Steelers did not succeed against Green Bay 35-25.
Got cooked.
Jets and the Bengals played. I was tired from the night before, had way too many Jello shots, and I said, they have 2 scores. Let me go ahead and take this little nap. Woke up 6 o'clock, 38-39. What? So Bengals are still bangling. They lost to the Jets, Browns, and the Patriots. Browns was playing good ball at first, then the Patriots blew it up 32-13. Ravens only dub in the NFC North. Ravens beat the Bears without Lamar 30-16. So division still all over the place. Got to get these dubs. Everybody's searching for the dubs.
Searching. That's why I said that Thursday night game versus the Bengals for my Steelers was so important because they about to play. Then they were about to play Green Bay, and then this week they got the Colts, who might be the best team in the league right now, with Danny Dimes out here looking like fucking Michael Vick and John Elway and Peyton Manning all wrapped up in one. So expect the Steelers to lose that game too. So that'd be a 3-game slide. Not a good look.
Yeah. Cam Newton. Did y'all see the Cam Newton footage over the weekend? Cam Newton out there with his suited and booted, way too tight. And he got into a fight with Alabama A&M's mascot. Mascot was fucking with him. He threw a haymaker, and then he came back for real face. Like we can do this. We can do this. So y'all see Cam get active.
Don't fuck with Cam.
That's a big nigga, boy. That nigga 6'5", 270. Got a wingspan like Usain Bolt.
Yeah, he a defensive end, dude, playing quarterback. He's a monster, dude. Yeah, that's a nigga I would not fuck with.
Yeah, that slap almost knocked dude's hat off. He almost knocked his head.
I've always wondered if that shit really, like, do you feel that still with that on? Like, I know it's a costume, but it has to be a soft point to where you still get you still take that shot. So I've always wondered that. What else we got? Oh man, yeah, sad news, man. Sad news, man. Former Buckeye great, former alternate great. Some of my closest friends and business people that I do business with play high school football against this man. Nick Mango passed away due to complications from kidney disease. He was just 41 years old. Less than a few weeks ago, I want to say 2 weeks maybe. Opened up a little bit about, what he was going through, was kind of dealing with it privately. I'm sure he was trying to, find a donor for sure, but opened up about it. And then shortly after, not even a week after, passed away. So, man, super sad. Just young dude. I remember that's the era of, like I said, some of the people that I know. I'm 43, he's 41. So some of the Will Allen years at Ohio State, Will Allen and I went to high school together. So I watched them years with Mango out there balling, having success. It was a lot of players, AJ Hall coming through that pipeline from Dayton that I kept up with. So just to know that, like, I've seen somebody, live their life per se is crazy to me for him to be, 41 and gone. But NFL a Jet legend. He's a New York Jet legend. So
for sure, man.
Mango.
Man, super sad. I mean, it's just a reminder, man, of how life is so precious. And, it's a short game, bro. We, talk about, oh, man, we old and stuff like that. The grades is coming in and all that type of stuff. But the reality of the situation is it's a blessing to be here every morning when you wake up and stuff like that. And, you blink and it's 20 years. And then you blink again, it's been 20 more years and stuff like that. And then, and Nick's situation, man, he only got 41 summers, man. So, It's just a sad situation. Thoughts and prayers to his entire family, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Move on to the segment that I love, Killer Bets, sponsored by Shy Smoke. Cushion the morning out now.
Sponsored by the NBA, nigga.
Yeah. We out here. Stay away from my door. Today we got some NBA bets that I got. See, so here's my dilemma. I'm not trying to spend a lot of money gambling, right? Gambling is it's not where it's at for the longevity. I do this for my leisure. Same way I would give somebody, a couple of dollars at the gas station if I'm in a good mood. That's kind of how I look at this. So I've been throwing around some crazy bets, but I really do like this bet. I'm going to share it with y'all. It's $1 bet.
Okay, I'm locked in.
But it wins $210.
Oh, nigga.
So I got the 2 college football games that are happening. I got the under on UTEP. and I got James Madison beating Texas State. Then we move to NBA. I have Washington plus 4.5. Right, currently that score is 36-31 Washington. So some of these bets you might not get as I got, but I have Washington plus 4.5. Got Miami covering the spread at 5.5. The Kings covering the spread at 9.5, so they can lose by 9 or win. Knicks covering the spread. They got to win by 3 against Milwaukee. Clippers, finals pick, covering the spread, -2 over Golden State. And I got the Dodgers covering the spread with over 8 runs. So it's a lot going on, but that's where I'm at with it. Hopefully I hit that dollar for 210. I'll let you know. I probably cash out.
Faith in Freddie Freeman to win another game tonight, bro.
Oh yeah, somebody got to win. They both win 18.
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
For sure.
But that's the bets for tonight. What else we got? We got some other sports news to talk about. Some of this stuff that I'm looking forward to talking about. We'll start with this one. Jared Shaw, former NCAA basketball standout who carved out a professional career overseas, faces up to the death penalty in Indonesia over cannabis edibles. Crazy. The 35-year-old Dallas native could face life in prison or even the death penalty after authorities intercept a package containing cannabis-infused gummies. He ordered these from Taiwan. I saw they intercepted the package. Number one, my wife said it the best when we was watching the story on online this week. She said it the best. You got to know the laws in the places that you are going. America laws do not apply everywhere. We saw this with Brittany Griner with the prescribed hash oil that she still went down 9 months for in exchange for a guns maker. All political, in my opinion. This, however, just boils down to knowing what you're doing. Like you can't do certain stuff like that. And the amount that he ordered, it was multiple packs. It wasn't enough that I think should require a death penalty or even solidify like real weight. But it was enough to consider just distribution because you were probably giving these to teammates, selling these to teammates, selling these to close friends, enough to get in trouble for. So, I mean, in Indonesia, I saw the press conference. They brought him out, had him in the jail gear, made him stand on a podium. This motherfucker's 6'10". No one in Indonesia is over 6'2". So
he hunched and shit.
They had him back to the podium. Like, I mean, they treating this like another thing. So, y'all thoughts on this, man? What do you think about, Jared Shaw and his current situation?
So shouts out to my brother Lav Show. He an international traveler. Shouts out to my brother. He an international traveler. Shouts out to my boy Kels. He an international traveler. This what I be talking about, bro. This what I be talking about. I want to, get the passport tatted up and everything like that. But I am terrified to have a situation like this. No, I wouldn't be trying to, get no weed or nothing, no drugs or nothing like that when I'm out of the country or anything like that. But shit, man, the laws of the land, you're so used to just willy-nilly here in the United States, man, you may do something wrong that you don't even know is against the law and have yourself hemmed up like this. So like, I want to travel like that, but I might just stay in the States, bro. I might be a state traveler. Yeah. Because that international playboy, and plus, like, they don't like Americans, man. Like we as Americans think like, oh man, we could just come and go as we please. We Americans, we big bad Americans, yada yada yada. They don't fuck with us. Yeah. They don't like us, bro. No. The only people that kind of like us is Canadians. Everybody else don't fuck with us, bro.
Right.
They just don't.
For real.
That's a fact. I was about to say, man, it's super unfortunate. I know there's a few lawyers on this case, wishing him the best, hope for the best. But like you said, man, you going overseas for ball, it need to be strictly ball. I think he mentioned that it was for some health benefits for him. There's gotta be other ways, or you just ain't gonna be able to play over there. Just come back home, find you somewhere, or find you a place where you can go play and still have whatever you need to get by. But Indonesia, as we have learned, ain't that place. It's not the spot.
My wife was
death penalty for $400 worth of weed.
Crazy, right?
Damn.
Or life in prison. So, and we ain't talking about the prison in Chillicothe. We talking they're talking about the prison. Like, this is real life. What you think it's gonna be?
Ball and chain, Bugs Bunny style, nigga.
My wife brought up a great point. She brought up a great point. Some of her Navy friends she was talking to in certain countries that they be at, they get shit wasted on the weekends. They're not on shit per se. They can't walk. You can't walk like you fucked up in certain places, or they'll arrest you for like public intoxication. For real, you really be down bad for just being too intoxicated. So, like, it's just you can't even really. You got to limit your good time and everywhere you go. So just be careful out there. Is all we can say.
Yeah. Sure.
This story right here, man. This story right here needs a conversation. G League guard London Johnson has committed to Louisville, a source tells on 3 Sports. He's a 21-year-old, spent the last couple seasons in the G League playing for Maine Red Claws and Cleveland Charge.
Yes, sir.
His career, I think, started with the G League Ignite team, and that was the team put together of players that was, not ready to go to college or wanted to, figure out how they was going to move. I know Norris Cole, Dayton legend, was on that squad, but he basically played 2 years with them. The NIL rules of life came and shut that shit down. Played with Maine and never touched the NBA floor. So he going back to college, and we've seen it with international players. We've never seen it with an American player. So Bobby Hurley, some coaches in the college world is not happy. I want to know y'all thoughts on a 3-year player that has played going back to college.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. I'm with it. And and not for necessarily the reason a lot of other people are saying they're with it. I'm with it because of SGA, Jokic, Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, James Harden. So it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 NBA seasons since we had an American-born MVP in the league.
Mm-hmm.
These people like Giannis, Jokic, Luka, they're professionals when they get over here to the United States. If we want to have United States basketball back to the top tier players, not just a collection, but like the best player in the NBA, we have to treat it as such. They treat it as a business over there. We're treating it as a business over here, man. I'm not mad at this because this is going to create better basketball at the college level, and then hence going to create better basketball at the pro level. So, hey, man, he needed some more seasoning. He got more seasoning in the G League. He got more seasoning in prep ball. Now he about to go get some more seasoning in the NBA. He about to go out there and dominate, and maybe he can be a dominant player in the NBA. I'm not mad at this, man. I'm not mad at this at all. I mean, Tony Parker was a professional before he got to the NBA. Yeah. There's tons of foreign players that come over here that go to college. Look at UD's roster. Them dudes is like 19, 20 years old already, and they freshmen.
Some of these countries
they played pro before they got here.
Some of these countries like Africa, they have programs set aside for the African professional athlete to make his way to the NBA. You follow these steps, so they got programs for that. So, go ahead, Dizzle, your thoughts.
Yeah, I think the NIL deal, that switched up the whole game. So if this is the case, they get money in college. What's the real difference there? If he never had any college eligibility, he ain't played no years there. Like, by all means, go get you some, like you said, some experience, some training over there at Louisville, and see what you can do from there.
Yeah, but what if he ass?
Right.
I've never heard of him or seen him, so he might be. I don't know.
What if I would say that's like
it is taking a step. Would you consider that taking a step back? Like, it seemed to me it's a step back. You're further from the NBA.
This is no shade. It would be a step back to me if he was like not in no real program. Like if he was in a mid D1 or something low. But to be at Louisville, he has a shot to at least make some noise, see what it's about. We'll see if the G League is grooming players in the right direction or if it's just another form of college basketball. Like, I think this would be a great test for it.
He might make more money, but I think it's a step back.
Yeah.
I think about this because, like, all right, so I'm assuming, like, he went to regular high school at first. And at regular high school, it was the Will Smith offense. Give me the ball, get the fuck out the way, let me do my thing. Then he went to the G League where it was more of a, hey man, we trying to teach you the game, actual game of basketball. And then you got to the G League, and then it's a, hey man, in the NBA, there's specialties. Like, hey man, you're a 3-and-D guy, you're a defensive guy, you're a rim runner, you're the point guard. And at this level of college basketball, the coaches have a lot of control over what you do on the court. Like, that you can see them when the point guard come up, they look at the coach, tell them to play, run play. Come up, run the play. So if he has the ability to learn all these different styles of basketball, he should excel because he's been asked to do everything. You know what I'm saying? He's been asked to be the man on the team, do all the scoring. He's been asked to be a distributor, asked to be a role player at the G League level. So all those skills that he's learned should show improve at Louisville. We gonna see. I'm definitely tapped in. I want to see this nigga hoop.
Yeah. So with his 2 years with the Ignite and 1 year with Maine, he's expected to have 2 years of eligibility remaining. So they count those as just years of basketball. So
I'm locked in.
Yeah. That's it for sports.
Thank you, brother. Dizzle, World of Entertainment. Let's do it.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Verzuz, man. Verzuz was going crazy. Let me pause the audio and let's get the round of applause going for No Limit and Cash Money.
So let me get mine out the way. I was DJing an event from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. on Saturday. We pulling out of the car. Out of the garage. I'm doing all my checks, making sure I got everything. I get in the car. First thing the wife say, she don't care about the gig. You got them AirPods? I got the AirPods. So get to the gig, get set up. Wife gets situated. I'm peeking down there. It's like 8:15, or something around there. I'm like, man, this shit gonna start at 10 o'clock. I might get halfway through this party. Next thing I know, it's happening. So I'm literally got one AirPod in my ear and trying to DJ a party. And that lasted all of the first song for each group. And I couldn't take it no more. I had to give it back. So she watched the verses. I really was not engaged. I tried to watch it the day after. I knew what happened. I knew too much about it. So it was hard to watch. I didn't finish watching it. But I'll let y'all go with y'all opinions. I'll save mine for last. Let y'all watch. I was voting.
I loved it. That was my Saturday. I worked on Saturday morning, did a little ripping and running, and then had to go back to work for a hot minute. So I got home probably at 6 o'clock. Took a shower, got the day up off me, had some food, was chilling. There was terrible college football on Saturday, the night game. So I was like, well, shit, these games is trash. Let me go ahead and get ready for Verzuz. And much like yourself, I thought that Verzuz wasn't going to start on time. But they started relatively on time, Yeah. So the biggest issue we had was getting it streaming. So we got Apple TV, but for whatever reason, it wouldn't fire up. So I had to go the good old YouTube route. YouTube was fine, but I'm tapped in and I just started thinking man, Cash Money do got a lot of hits. And I sent y'all my playlist of the Cash Money and No Limit list. And I just looked at it and I was like, man, it's 60-30 Cash Money. I was like, yeah, Cash Money got this. Cash Money. No, I'm sorry. No Limit has this in the bag. So Juvie comes out, does 400 Degrees. I'm like, that's one of my favorite joints from Juvie.
Yes.
And they came out straight to No Limit Soldiers. I was like, jogging in place the whole night. I was like, it's over. Yeah. It was over early in my book, man. I don't know about y'all. It was over early.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Let me just, like I said, give a round of applause. It was a great show from beginning to end. I'm not as familiar with No Limits hits as I am with Cash Money, so it was a good just reminder of some of the joints that they had. Some of the joints that I didn't know was actually No limit. That was that you ain't gotta say too much.
Yeah.
Just to look at your app. I remember being way too young at my auntie crib hearing that joint. And they really did their thing, man. really dropped the ball on Cash Money's part. They had some joints that they could have played and didn't. Had some joints that they played and shouldn't had no business playing. Overall, good show. No fights. I ain't see nobody getting mushed in the back. But where was Lil Wayne, man? Where was Lil Wayne?
Before we go there, I did want to say it's just a realization for myself that, hey, man, you can have the big hit records. You can have the Billboard charting records and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, hip hop music came from the streets, and the streets determine who won. And the streets won in this case, and the streets being No Limit. And the same thing happened with the Locks and Dipset. Dipset had the old boys and all that type of stuff, but they kept it in the streets, and they drug No Limit drug Cash Money into the deep end with the deep cuts, because you look at a lot of the songs that No Limit played, they're not singles. Like I think maybe like 3 of them were singles. Like what? Make them say how you do that there. Those are singles. Like No Limit Soldier is not a single. Fuck them other niggas. As much as it gets played, I don't remember that being a single.
Chopper style.
Chopper style. Like shit that you wouldn't expect to carry and win did, because it's kind of like I said a couple pods ago, they came out unified. No Limit came out unified. I mean, from the outfits and the fatigues and everything like that. If you looked at the Cash Money side, you would just think these was a bunch of dudes that just met each other. Like, hey man, t-shirt. This dude got on a green hoodie. He got on a blue sweater. It's like, are y'all together or no? Like, are y'all a group or no? And it was a smoothie in my book, because for me, it's not just about the song. This Verzuz now has morphed into the performance, and the performance from No Limit was far superior.
Yeah, my wife said the winners of Verzuz was Juvie and Mia X.
Mama Mia.
Those was the winner. I did see Juvie, like you said, start out the show 400 degrees. I saw Mia X. I come out there. I'm peeking over. I was doing a lot of sideline watching in between the songs. That hour of the party, I tell you, I was probably not engaged, because I was trying to look at the iPad. I'm looking at her. I'm playing, Shut Up and Dance With Me. And she over there like, man. She over there having the time of her life in the AirPods. So salty I missed it, but like I do feel like No Limit from seeing the highlights. I like seeing everybody's banter about it. I'm with No Limit on this one. And I wanted Cash Money to win so bad.
Does this go differently if Wayne is there?
1000%.
Yeah, I think the energy changes. He can carry them with a lot of songs. He's been on that label since the label, so I think it's I think the energy could shift as far as, like you said, we wanting to see the performances. They did a nice little montage of all the little verses we've had over the time that we was doing all this, and like to see the people that's been on there is dope, and to know that like Wayne could have carried that energy up in Vegas, live crowd, like come on, that would have been turned.
It just go back to Bad Business from Birdman. I mean, there's a lot of alleged situations going on. Obviously, Turk wasn't there. I think we got an audio clip of him talking about Turk, but I mean, it's a situation where the rumor is Wayne wasn't going to show up without Turk. And once they said Turk wasn't going to be there, you wasn't going to be no Wayne. So once no Wayne there, you already lost.
When I met Blood, I just was trying to do something different in the game. I had started this shit young. I was a young man trying to get some money and not be in the streets. And I met BG, I met Wayne, I met Juvie, I met Turk. Shout out to Turk, you little bitch. You ain't here, but fuck you. We gonna fuck with you and we won't fuck with you. You heard me? Don't go off script, nigga. Hey, we gonna fuck with that bitch when we won't fuck with her. But that's another movie. But ain't no.
Called him a bitch twice.
We gonna fuck with you when we want to fuck with you.
Right.
Jeez.
Wow.
The funniest meme.
Hilarious.
Y'all got some funny memes from this, because the funniest one I saw was when did Tamar Braxton become a home health aide? Because she had the service towel for Birdman, getting Birdman together. Well, did y'all have any funny memes from it?
Just the nigga running the plate the whole time. Hobbies.
Shit. When he cussed out Turk, there's the meme with Mia X right behind him. And her reaction, that shit was hilarious. But Dizzle, what was your favorite part from it?
It was a few, and it was all from No Limit, man. The you ain't gotta say too much joint that coming on. Me and my wife looking at each other like this was that shit. We was way too young when that shit was out. So when we heard it now, I'm like, yo, did not know that was him. So just shout out to him for that. Chopper Style came on. I got a good twerk in the kitchen.
Oh yeah,
real quick, yeah, because that's one of them ones. Didn't really know that was them. Oh, and then Down for My Niggas, man. Down for My Niggas came on. Snoop Dogg he came out in the tail, like we was talking yeah. I would say those are my 3 highlights.
For myself, hands down, my favorite moment from the entire Verzuz on Saturday night, Birdman. He does number 1 stunner, and he's talking his shit big time. And I was like, okay, Cash Money came to play. Like they came to play. They dug in the crate and put out a good one at the right time.
Yeah,
that Birdman doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? I started this stunt shit. I started niggas getting tattoos on their face. I did this. I did that. I did this. Master P counters. Yeah, stunner. I came from. You started that stunt and shit. But this is what I started. And he dropped Bout It. This nigga dropped Bout It. Look, nigga. You know I started that stunt. First time I heard about it, I think I was in the 12th grade. Yeah, I'm that old. And I hated it. I despised it. But nigga, when that shit come on today, it put a smile on my face. It's just an energy. It's a vibe to that song that is unmatched. And I mean, it's legendary. And then Mia do her part as well. R.I.P. to my girl Jill, because she was body. Yeah. Like, man, listen.
My high school years.
That shit was over. That shit was over, dog. It was over early. I know a lot of people out there think that they know, man, Cash Money held their own. It was over for me a long time ago. But once he dropped Body, it was really over. And then it was super over when Snoop came out. And then it was definitely over when they played A Milli without Wayne.
My high school years of sports, no matter what sport it was, no matter if it was watching the football team, track, my own sport life, that Bout It is the soundtrack to it. And I mean, that was just every intro. Like right now, these teams, this NBA young boy in the locker room, my generation was No Limit. So
shout out to Verzuz, man. Now at this point, it's back. We gotta look. We looking for the next one.
Yeah,
looking for the next one, man. We do got a quick Diddy update, man. He has his release date stamped May 8th, 2028. So news just came out, says that he woke up in prison with a knife pressed to his throat. It's crazy business, man. Word on the street though is he may get a pardon from Trump. Do y'all think he's gonna be able to get out before May 8th, 2028?
I do.
Yeah.
I think so. From all this, and honestly, I do think he's gonna get a pardon from Trump. For one, like they should not have Puff in Gen Pop. Like he's a celebrity. He should be held safe in a safe place because, like, let's be real, man. There's some people that are locked up that will try to off him just because they're outside their mind or try to like get something out of him monetarily wise and stuff like that. So he should be kept safe. As far as a pardon from Trump, I think so. You know, I know we're not really talking about President Trump on this pod, but I mean, all the rhetoric about, you know, him trying to get elected for a third term, you know, there's some people out here that are stupid enough to vote for him or to try to push that through for a third term. And this would only help that cause. Like, look, man, he got Puff out of jail, man. We should vote for him. It's dumb niggas out there that would take that into account. So I wouldn't put anything past Trump to try to sway more black voters.
Yeah, those same dumb niggas is looking like, oh, Olympics gonna be turned. Diddy party gonna be turned. Trump gonna be there. It's gonna be a good time. So I didn't think he was gonna make it to 2028. I thought for sure, I think for sure that he'll get early released or even pardoned. Like Kev said, any chance to make certain things political, our president don't pass on the opportunity. So we will see.
Yeah. Couple more, man. I'm a PlayStation guy, but we got some Xbox news here. The president says that the next console is in development and they plan on it costing $1,200, $1,200. Killer, I know you're not in the system.
No, the way my mortgage set up, I won't be in the system with $1,200.
Kev, do you play the system enough to pay $1,200 for a new one?
No, $1,200. I don't play enough for that. I play 2 games, man. I play a racing game in college football. That's all I do. I don't do nothing else with that damn thing. I don't watch YouTube on it. It's here for 2 reasons: my racing game when I'm sick of losing in college football, and college football. That's it. That's all I use it for. So $1,200.
I ain't
How
gonna
much
lie.
are the games gonna be? The games is gonna go up too.
The games are definitely going up. I know GTA, the new one that's coming out, probably it's not gonna be $50. It's not gonna be $60. I'm expecting it to be $100 at least, and that's their standard edition. I'm talking like.
So when it gets to that, like, what makes it different? Like, what makes it the exclusive, the $130 grab versus the $100 grab or the $70 grab? Like, what are they offering
for the game?
Yeah, like what do they make that makes it so enticing? Like extra boards, extra players. Like, what's going on with it?
So at this point, there's like downloadable content for games. When you buy a game, you pretty much get the standard version for $60. It just comes with the game and the basics of the game. If you buy the $100 version of 2K, you get 50,000 virtual coins to make your players swaggy with tattoos, and you may get an extra boost on your player, like all in-game content. Certain games you get extra maps, extra characters, this, that, and the third.
So what are y'all buying? Are y'all buying standard games?
For 2K, I buy like the $150 version because I'm gonna buy the virtual money to up my player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't do it, you're playing with a 60 rated player. You're gonna be running slow, bricking layups. Yeah.
No matter what, you're gonna spend 60,
don't play none of that
and then
shit.
you was gonna spend 100 throughout the game's life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
for sure.
I got you.
If I was in it deep like that, I would too. I'm just a regular, hey, game online with the fellas, and that's it. I got nothing for you. But I'm old enough to remember the console wars, you know what I'm saying, between Nintendo and Sega. And I remember vividly, I was at Woolworths at Severance Mall. There was a game called Blades of Steel for Nintendo, and that bitch was $80. $80, and I can't remember what year it was, but Blades of Steel was $80 way back in the 90s or whatever. Yeah. My mom bought it for me. Shouts out to moms. And games, like, and shortly after that, the price of games dipped because parents were like, no, this is ridiculous. Like, how can we be paying $100, like $300 for a system and then $100 for games for Christmas and birthdays and stuff like that? So there was a revolt from, you know what I'm saying, parents and stuff like that, and they slashed the prices and stuff like that. It's going to have to be a situation like that again where the consumers will be like, no, that's too much money. I can't afford to be paying $1,200 for a system and $200 a pop for a game. Like, y'all gotta dial that shit back. So at some point, you can't just keep on upping the ante year after year, game after game, especially games, sports games, because, like, let's be real, man. Like, how much different is 2K25 versus 2K24? They updated
just the
rosters.
Roosters. Yeah,
updated the roosters. Like, yeah, man. Nah, man. That shit is highway robbery. So, like, games like Grand Theft Auto, I could understand that costing like $200. That shit ain't came out in almost 10 years, some shit like that. And people still play it to this day, and they always have new maps and stuff like that. So something like that, for sure, yeah, that's reasonable. but for a yearly release, that shit need to be like $50. Shit, maybe not even that much, to be perfectly honest, man.
And I want to say I got out of it right around that time where you could update your roster each year and all that shit. So like, can you update the 2024 game with the 2025 roster, or you got to buy the game?
No, you could update the roster. You could download the college teams and have college players playing. Like you could do it all for real.
Okay, gotcha.
Not for real.
Not for 1,200 though. Not killer.
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna lie. Halloween right around the corner, man. Do y'all have any Halloween plans? Y'all got any Halloween parties y'all going to? Y'all passing out candy, costumes?
I am passing out candy in the inaugural Halloween. Been buying candy for a month now. That shit is crazy expensive. I've been buying a couple of bags at a time. Gonna make a good first impression in the neighborhood. Give out the good candy bars, the big bags, all that jazz. But I don't know how long the light's staying on. It might not make it to 8, 6 to 7. But I am going to pass out some candy. My youngest is trying to go everywhere with her friends. She's at the prime age where she wants to go with her friends. And I want to pass out candy. I want to make sure she's going to be safe. I want to make sure her dog going to be present, all that jazz. So we working out the kinks there. Oldest 2, they probably just going to hang with their friends. They ain't doing nothing like that.
I ain't doing shit. I'm turning off the light. We ain't passing out candy. I saw how much candy costs. Nah, we straight. We straight. Y'all be good. And last time we bought candy, our street wasn't even popping like that. And this kids live on our street, but it's this house around the corner that they decorate their crib, and it's like the mini haunted house up there. So all the kids was up there. They didn't even come down the street. So we wasted a whole bunch of money buying candy and stuff like that. It's like, oh, y'all want this shit? Cool, nigga. We ain't giving shit away, nigga.
I'll learn this year if I'm doing it next year. That's for sure.
Yeah, we got a couple of costumes actually. We got a Halloween party we're gonna go to. I think we might pass out candy, and then we got a Friendsgiving not too far after Halloween. That
right around the corner.
It's a costume. It's a themed Friendsgiving where everybody's dressing up as their favorite hood classic. So few different costumes in store.
Something gonna be a menace.
I was thinking about that. Something that I saw, man, Billboard, they came out with a top or biggest Halloween songs of all time. I didn't even look at the full list. I saw Thriller by Michael Jackson at 22 and just and kept it scrolling, man.
Bogus.
It's bogus. Do y'all have the list? Did y'all see the full list to see what was like top? Because I didn't even see the top.
Give me a second. I can surely find it. But I mean, just thinking about it, like, come on, man. Like, what could possibly be bigger than Thriller? Like, only thing I could think of, like, what the theme song from the Ghostbusters, freaking Monster Mash,
Addams Family, but
freaking
those are all theme songs, right?
Yeah, like Michael Jackson. Like I remember vividly watching that video for the first time. I cried. Yes. I cried. I was probably like 4 years old or something like that. 4 or 5 years old. Seeing Michael Jackson turn into a motherfucking werewolf and then turn into a zombie. Like, this is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, man.
That was one of those
hero.
That was one of those things that like they used to do 30-minute or hour specials for this guy to like do his music videos, and like the shit used to just take over everything. I remember the 30-minute specials, all that shit. Like Thriller is definitely up there. I some of the hood classics, the Nightmare on My Street, Jazzy Jeff. Definitely fuck with that one. Can y'all hear me?
Man, yeah. Okay. I'm looking at this list. This list is trash. Man.
What we got? What we got?
This is kind of trash.
I don't know half of these songs. Monster Mash at number 1. I don't even know what that is.
We did the mash.
The Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
Yeah.
That don't get no burn.
No burn.
We got Ghostbusters. I get some burn, but that's still not over Thriller. Thriller got a whole dance routine that niggas have to learn.
Yeah.
I don't even know these songs. Frankenstein. They got Eminem and Rihanna, the monster. I don't even know what song that is.
I'm in love with the monster.
That's not a see. They doing too much. That they got us. That's what it was. This is rage baiting at its finest, and they got all of us to go to their website just now.
In 10 years,
the clicks.
In 10 years, just because of the title, Super Gremlin gonna be on there. Watch.
Right.
That's where
that list is Garbino, man. All right, man. Couple quick hitters before we slide up out of here, man. This is strange. Mosquitoes have been spotted in Iceland for the very first time. Global warming, anybody?
Yeah. It's happening. It is happening.
Get ready for that. This is a good one as well. National Taiwan University say they've developed a simple serum that can regrow hair in just 20 days.
Sign me up.
Keep it. Hell no, man. You gonna grow a finger on your head.
You see the thin spot is coming in, bro. It's coming in. I'm about here looking like Carl from Family Matters in a minute.
They need to do some more testing.
So we got one.
I gotta see
it. We got one yes and one no. My question is, I'm hanging on. Thank God, I'm hanging on. So we can keep hanging on. But I am the only male adult in our family that cannot grow a beard. Can I put that serum on my face? Because I would like to grow a beard before it's all said and done.
You might grow a beard in a donkey.
Keep it.
Okay.
That shit is gonna grow and stop. It ain't gonna stop growing. They're gonna be hairy everywhere.
Oh man! All right, who's tried the steak nuggets from Arby's?
I have not, but I probably will because I haven't been fast fooding. But Arby's is probably one of my favorite fast food spots to go to. I like the gyros. I like the roast beef sandwiches. Chicken's good. I probably will try the steak bites, but I haven't.
All right, when you do, you got to do a video and post it on the IG page. And I'm going to be in the comments calling you the nastiest nigga on the planet. You got to be a crazy nigga.
I might do it tomorrow.
Eating steak from Arby's is crazy, bruh.
Got to die somehow.
Yeah, are they well done? Are they medium well? Are they seasoned properly? Like, it's crazy behavior. Every time I turn on the TV, that damn commercial is on. Steak nuggets at Arby's. Crazy work.
That's just a microwave for 2 minutes steak. That's what that is.
I've seen good reviews. Everybody that I've seen online try them and then try it with the sauce. They said it's all right. Whatever it is.
I'll post a vid tomorrow.
Bet.
Arby's for lunch.
All right, last one before we slide up out of here. We got to get that video game update. Dizzle, you have run into a buzzsaw, sir.
Uh-oh.
Hey, man. East Carolina got the juice. He got the juice. First off, I was
codes?
Nah, he got the juice. I can't stop him. I can't stop him. I was driving down the field first drive, and I tried to slide, and I just dove and fumbled the ball, bro. Like I don't know why I did that, and then from there it was downhill. I think I threw 3 picks that game. Ended up losing 13-33 or 13-35 or something like that. But I'm gonna see him again. You know what I'm saying? We lost, but we're not out of the contention. We still got a chance to make the playoffs. So yeah, man, got to keep it pushing.
For sure. Yeah. As for myself, I ran into old Fresno State, aka Old Rutgers. He's now at SMU, and I had him on the ropes. This nigga somehow, some way converted like a 4th and 15, nigga, and I was just like, "What can you do? What can you do?" So the Stanford Cardinal, we up against it right now. We got to win out to make our way to the playoff to try to have a chance at it, man. The sticks is getting real. There was a epic game that went down between USC, aka Kelly, and Oregon, aka my brother. I did not see that blowout coming, 31-0. I definitely didn't see that one coming. Looked like my brother's out for blood. So we're going to see. We're going to see who got the juice, man. We are getting closer and closer to the playoff. Dizzle, you have to win out to potentially make the playoff, right?
I do. I pretty much got
you in it
again.
I'm hanging on. It's looking like I'm gonna play SMU again in the conference championship game. So if I lose, I'm out. If I win, I'm in. So it's one of them type of situations, bruh. It's you got to win out to get in.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, and man. I'm definitely rooting for you when you play against 15 tight end, 20 offensive lineman ass, run right, run left. His run left, run right is different from everybody else run left, run right. I don't know how he be pulling that shit off, nigga.
Man, and it's the only play. I think he passed the ball one time the whole game. I know what's coming. I just gotta stop it. I'm gonna figure it out, man. I've been watching YouTube videos. I've been taking my team in the practice field. I'm gonna try to figure it out.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, there it is, another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast, Kev, man.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
We out till next week.
Peace.